A couple days ago, a video dropped on my timeline saying that the window for lazy content is over. The era of low effort is no more, and we are in a place and space where dumping a bunch of dollars, dumping a bunch of effort and—
Oh, my bad. They say chopper with the ones and twos. How you do? Back on YouTube, man. Let's set the record straight, man. We are gonna do another reaction video. Low effort content is ruining YouTubers. Let's get it in.
Energy into these big, brilliant, elaborate pieces of content is the way to go. We're talking about getting on the level of like Mr. Beast or Kaisanat or Arak. So any of you reaction channels, or people that chill at their house and make commentary videos, you're cooked. And that's cool. And Jada Method, the creator of the video, made a bunch of different points in the video that we're gonna talk about. But I think that that's a real surface level analysis, respectfully. The real question is, why does it feel like reaction / commentary content is struggling right now? I wanna take a deep dive into why people feel this way, and I'm gonna invite some friends along the way, so stick around for that. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for the community. We can't reach our goals without your contribution. Now, back into the video. Now gather around, children, as I tell this tale of early YouTube, a time in which thumbnails and titles didn't matter, silly little cat videos were the craze, and everybody, and I mean everybody, had a reaction channel. Everybody was making some sort of low effort content.
Nobody likes being lied to, right? We have 50 lies that you still believe. What could these lies possibly be?
Just look at this.
Oh, this pass picked off by Jefferson.
Like, what the f are you doing? What the f are you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Just watching some Impractical Jokers as I woke up, and who was sleeping here last night? I wonder who it was. Oh, hey, Lawrence. What's up, man? Hey, Brandon.
There was less competition, there were lower production standards. I can even remember people running around saying that the little blue Yeti desktop mic was the penultimate mic. Personalities were rare in the space, and ultimately audiences weren't overstimulated. You could sit in front of a camera, react, yap for like 15 minutes, and build you some sort of audience. And the reason why is simply due to the fact that you were competing against amateurs. Now every camera is a top of the line Sony camera. People don't do commentary videos without a full-on production team. There's documentary level storytelling. Shorts are highly optimized. AI is enhancing the editing process. The baseline is ultimately changed. No glaze, but I remember when I changed my background, people looked at me and said, what the hell is he doing for a talking head channel? During this video, I'm going to reference / show some content creators who personally react to my content or react to other people's content. And I want you guys to know wholeheartedly, this is not any sort of disrespect, or at least it's not meant to be any sort of disrespect. Isn't that what somebody always says right before you disrespect them? I truly mean for this to come off as like constructive criticism in the space. So sure, I am going to be using you as an example, but for what it's worth, take that with a grain of salt. People say that content creation has a saturation problem right now. There's too many creators. I don't believe that. Someone new pops off every single day. Saturation isn't killing people. Replaceability is. If your reaction looks like 10 other channels, same jokes, same outrage, same talking points, or just straight up lazy reactions,
they don't provide any commentary at all whatsoever. Put the video title in their title and then put a reaction after it and post it. They sit there for like 5 or
Damn, I feel bad because they talking about me. They talk about me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I do it. I'll talk to y'all at the end of the video. This is me.
however long the video is, pause it. Sometimes sometimes they watch the video before they react.
Then I'm sorry, at that point you are just a clip channel, and ultimately you'll be replaced if you're not first. On YouTube I can see people that react to my channel, and sometimes I go and watch how they react or what they're saying to see what I can improve on next time for my video, my thought process, the way that, you know, I internalize things, etc., etc. And oftentimes I see that I've made an 8-minute video and somebody else will make an 8-minute 10-second video, meaning that they didn't really react to it, they just watched the video. They might throw a "oh yeah, he right," or "that's a good point" every once in a while, but for the most part they're not adding value. But then I come across somebody like a Hassan who's reacted to my video before, shameless plug, and I see the way that he reacts to the video and the content, and honestly it works. There's an opinion, he expresses and engages with his chat. It feels like there's value added to an already existing piece of content.
It's a false ass caption that just did not happen, and everybody believes that.
Bro, it's so crazy. I've been dealing with this for years. Every single one of these got paid by initially to do Hassan content over and over again.
Then you as the creator should ask yourself, well, why would anybody watch my video? Why wouldn't they watch the original video or a bigger reactor or some sort of short form recap. I know what some people are already thinking, well, I've seen so-and-so do exactly what Omar's talking about right now, and they get away with it. So why does that mean I can't do it? Stop, you're lazy. You're not gonna win. Already, you're not gonna win at the content creation game. The reason why creators can make reaction channels and even be a little bit lazy with it is because they've already created this value and this trust with a certain audience. I remember during the pandemic, a lot of content creators popped up and started building either reaction channels or some sort of different platforms. And through that time, when everybody was sitting in the house, they built up that trust within that audience that says, hey, I have a valued opinion, a voice, I'm funny, etc., so you should come back to watch me. In 2026 though, if you think about going about it that way, I'm telling you, you're gonna lose. And I'm saying his name because he was called out in the original video that Jada Method made. While it seems as though what Astro Dior might do is some sort of low effort or not high skilled or whatever the case may be, well, his skill is the foundation that he's built from the years of building a community in content creation and then, you know, leveraging that community trust into different forms of content. One of the chief complaints that I hear about this side of the internet that I even exist on is, are reaction channels, commentary channels, all these newsy type channels competing with each other? And I'm a little bit conflicted. Part of me wants to say yes, part of me wants to say no. I would more so say that they're competing with the original piece of content, or, you know, the Twitter summaries, the quick summations of what's going on, whether it be through short form content or somebody else's news platform. But even then, I would barely say that there's a level of competition. I will acknowledge though that the way that some people consume content is differently in this day and age. Instead of waiting to see a 14-minute reaction on a new burger that McDonald's has out, I am going to go to TikTok because I need to make a decision about lunch because I'm hungry. Now those types of channels are still winning in 2026, but it's all based off of the personality and the trusted taste bud of said content creator. And so especially if you're somebody who doesn't add a lot of value or content or context or whatever to a piece of content, why would I wait for you when I could get the same information somewhere else faster? You're not giving me any life experiences, any anecdotes, nothing extra brought to the table, flashy edits, etc., etc. The part of me that says no is simply due to the fact that everybody has a different opinion. They have a different way of storytelling. They have a bit of uniqueness in their perspective that should be able to add a little bit of spice and pizzazz to the content that they're making. Oftentimes on this channel, I talk about streamer news and leverage my proximity, whether it be past or present, to said streamers and my experience working in the industry in order to give a little bit of expertise in that realm as I give my breakdown as to what's going on. And that may be different from like a OneCloud9, who apparently a lot of my audience watches. Shouts out to OneCloud9. He gives his perspective of somebody that is the same age as these guys, who has started his content career journey at the same age as these guys and is coming up with the same sorts of pressures. Hell, even as you watch this video right here, I know at least 3 to 4 other guys within my circle who have done this same exact video, and all of them will be different. And for what it's worth, all of them should get a good amount of views just based on the fact that this is a good topic. Everybody has different perspectives, and somebody's gonna do something just a little bit different in every single video. And I'm gonna prove to you that it's not a competitive thing. I've decided to sit down with my competition and ask them if they feel as though they're competing with myself, each other, if they feel as though they're scared to release videos based on what somebody else across the aisle or in the audience channels that your audience watches is watching. Here's what they had to say. All right, my good sir.
It's good.
Cameron, let's cut to the chase.
Let's get it.
Do you feel like we're in competition with each other on YouTube?
For drama, for sure. Because whoever posts first usually gets the bulk of the views. I mean, we see even with like smaller creators, like I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Novely and DH. Fuck DH, I think that's his name. Yo, they was first to the David situations, ran up a bag with it back when they was smaller. A lot of things is if you come first, you get like the bulk of the bread, you get the bulk of the views, the bulk of the attention, because everybody is so right now, we need to get it right now type of vibe. Like that's just kind of how it is. So I feel like for sure, but at the same time, we all do help each other. Because if you do a video, you talk about a video, and Cameron do a video the next day, once people watch your video, they gonna get recommended Cameron's point of view. Then they gonna get recommended Novely's point of view. Then my point of view. You know, it's Dior's, like Dawn, like it's just like a never-ending cycle because they watch all of us. They're subscribed to all of us. So it kind of creates more community. I feel like one thing that could help us is we all kind of combine a little bit, you know, maybe do collab takes, but that would just be still hard with drama. I'm gonna be honest. It'll be very hard.
Nah.
Why do you say that?
I feel like I'm only in competition with myself.
Okay.
I mean, I look at other channels, commentary channels, but like I don't really see myself as competing with them because I feel like if I do that, then I'm gonna like move on this like imaginary clock when it's like I should move on my clock.
Do you feel like from like an eyes perspective, like, oh wow, Speed just jumped off a bridge, I'm gonna make a video about it. I know Omar's gonna make a video about it. I know that, I don't know, Shams is gonna make a video about it. Do you feel like, you know, that changes how you make the video or do whatever based on the fact that you know other people are gonna make a video about the same topic?
I mean, I feel like the best thing I can do is like implement my personality. Because like, let's say you do a topic, then I do one, but we both have similar personalities, but not the exact same. It's like we have different jokes, different like ways we're putting it out. I think that's the best way you can kind of like change that. But I feel like you can't really do any drastic changes. So it's something like I don't really like worry about as much compared to like others, I would say.
From a perspective, we are sort of like in competition. I can't take that away because same title, thumbnail, content, whatever. But at the same token, one, I know people watch multiple videos, and two, the uniqueness of the voice is there. So like, I'm not necessarily worried about your perspective, but I'm more so worried about my perspective. Like, I'll watch your video or Don or whoever, I'll watch Novely's video to get the point of view and some talking points. But ultimately, I'm more so like, I feel like I have a unique perspective and a unique life experience that you didn't have. So like, there's no way we can ever be stepping on each other. And you put a little bit more of like a comedic spin from your age range, and I can never compete with that. Like, I'm not, as much as I like fake the funk of being young, I'm not your age, and I don't have that specific comedic element. So I don't know. I do understand the point of view of like, oh, you're in comp, but to be honest with you,
we all do appeal to different
yeah
things. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah,
even within
like,
the same audience.
I like reacting to your videos because you provide the information, you give your opinion, but you also like leave time out for like everybody to kind of respond with their opinions. It's very professional. So yeah, you do have a different take on things than I do.
How do you feel about the people that react to your videos? Because I know that on YouTube it'll say like content detection, and then you can see the people that do the reactions. Do you ever look at some of those videos?
I do, some of them, but I don't really watch like people who react to my
felt
videos
bad.
as
I
much
feel
'cause,
bad
like,
for doing
I don't
the
wanna,
reaction.
Like overthink the next time like I'm writing something in a video, but I love it. And I say that because, I mean, if they're reacting, and even though I don't get the view fully, somebody is seeing my face, and it's like they're enjoying the content. It's like I'd rather have that than nobody reacting, because if no one's reacting, then I mean, the video is just probably not good, you know?
Do you ever look at the, what is it, they call it content detection in YouTube, and you see all the people that react to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever watched one of their videos?
All the time, especially if it's somebody big who I used to watch when I was like a lot younger. One of my bad habits is sometimes I get a little bit fanned out because I'm young. Like, I grew up on YouTube. A lot of people don't. I grew up on YouTube. Like, people who are watching this video, I was you. I still am you. So like, I get fanned out sometimes. So if it's like somebody who I used to like fuck with heavy, they react to my video, I'm like, damn, hold on. Got my niggas sending me videos about it, because I remember it was somebody who I'm actually kind of cordial with right now. He started reacting to my videos. One of my boys, he used to watch me as a kid. Like, he used to send me his videos all the time. And like, when he first reacted to my shit, like, it was a pretty big day in the group chat. I'm not gonna lie. So I do. Like, I know it might sound crazy to you, but like, yo, that ass YouTube was like my TV. So
I understand where you're coming from. So I want to ask this, because granted, there are bigger people that do react to you now, but there are still the newcomers that, oh, I want to just get reactions out. And those are the ones that people like respectfully. Those are the low effort, situations. So how do you feel about those that just kind of sit there and react like, oh man, I agree. Oh yeah, he's spitting.
You're fucking up the game. I'm sorry. Okay, see here, I love reactions, right? I really do. But you can't put on a video, be like, oh yeah, that's real. Like, no, bro. Like, you're stealing the video at that point, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, and like, my main thing right now is reactions, right? But every single video, I'm giving my opinions, I'm giving my takes. I'll let the video play, because niggas get mad when I talk a lot. I'm still gonna talk a lot, bro. It's a reaction. I'm not just here to, yeah, that's real. That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm sorry.
How do you feel about some of the reactions themselves? Because I feel like for my reactions, they're not
transformative.
Yeah, they're not the greatest.
Honestly, it never really mattered to me. I think it's because like, and this sounds really messed up, right? But like, I only see the reactions that like get a lot of views, right? The ones that don't, it's like I probably don't see them, which they're probably bad. But at the same time, like, if somebody else is seeing me from that audience, they're more inclined to click on my video, or if they see my face the next time, they're like, oh, oh, that's Cameron. I'd rather have that than like no reactions at all. Cause I know there's some people out there that want reactions, want people to react to their content, but just the content maybe isn't good enough, or it's just not a like reactable like video. And I think like since people react to mine, it's like, I mean, whether it's like trash or a good reaction, it's like, hey, I'll take it.
Why did you start a reaction channel as like a spinoff to your main content?
The main reason is because it was one of my mans who does this, right? He was telling me how much he loved it and also how much easier it was to make content with it and how much bread he was getting with it. So I was like, I'm gonna try this shit out. And when I first tried it out, I was kind of like, it's all right, but like wasn't really fucking with it. But once I started losing love from like the main channel per se, putting all that effort into a video, I started gaining a lot more love for reactions. It's a lot simpler, especially when I started streaming heavily. It's like a lot simpler. You can really interact with your chat. It's like watching a show with your boys. Like it's a cool environment. Even when I do it off stream, I just kind of fuck with it. It's a way for me to be seen a lot more rather than you posting once or twice or 3 times a week and then you gotta hire a whole editing team and then you gotta manage all of that. And it's just, I've done it. I'm cool off that. That was a little arc I had, but I just like reactions a lot more. But you gotta grow into it because at first, I'm not gonna lie, at first, I've never been a quiet nigga, but at first, I'll get on my phone sometimes. I'll be like, damn, that's crazy sometimes. 'Cause I didn't really understand how it was supposed to work. But the more and more you get into it, the better you get. And I know it's kind of crazy to say that when all you're really doing is watching a video, but it is an art to it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think people actually understand that because if you watch somebody starts a reaction channel, they've been doing it for like a year or two, and they've blown up. People just think like, oh wow, I can do this, but they don't look at their beginnings. Because I even looked at like Young Don's early videos, his early reaction videos, very much more. Oh well, you see this is why this happened. And but now he's so animated and all over the place. A soundboard,
yelling and shit. Yeah,
going crazy. And people don't. I think that's the progression of every successful reactor. But I think the people that are new and up and coming don't understand that concept of like, you can't always just look at the phone and that's tight. You gotta
be animated. You gotta care about what you're reacting to, or else it's obvious. Like it's so obvious. One thing that fucked me over with reactions at the start, in my opinion, is that I would only react to like what other people will react to, right? And I still do to an extent, but I've kind of have like my own base of reacts that I go to that I actually fuck with. If I really don't care about a topic, I'm not reacting to it. Some topics I might learn about and then I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But at the start of it, I was actually interested. So it's kind of like, you gotta base what you like, and it's also, you gotta be animated. You have to like, I'm more of a chiller guy, but you have to be in their face. You gotta do something that sets you apart. Because so many people are trying to react because people see it's the method, right? But a lot of people don't know how to actually get attention. So you can still be you, but you gotta know how to get attention at the same time.
You yourself started a reaction channel. And I think for people that's like a little bit strange, because you do put out also still high quality, high effort, as they say, videos. So then why'd you start your reaction channel?
So I could stray away from like quick topics, because I feel like the quick topics, like, don't get me wrong, they're good topics, but I have more fun when I can talk about like more broad topics. And when it comes to the quick topics, it feels like I'm rushing myself. And like, let's say I'm trying to make an opinion on something. Sometimes like it just comes out and it's like, you make an opinion that quick, but then your opinion can change pretty quickly. So I feel like just so I can get to the quicker topics, like there'll be some topics where I'm like, dang, I don't want to make a main channel video about this, but I could still give my opinion on it if I react to another video at least. And that's sort of how I see it. But yeah, just so I can make like more broad videos on the main channel, and with more broad videos, it can be more like, they could be longer. Because like, let's say like a prank YouTuber does something, right? It's like I could make a video like X prank YouTuber messed up, but instead, why don't I do something where it's like TikTok pranksters have gone too far, and I talk about numerous situations with TikTok pranksters, and that can be like a 20-minute video, maybe even 25-minute video with like 4 different pranksters I talk about how they were rising up, then they fell, and like how they're going to jail, how they're doing this, rather than just talking about that one situation. Because with that one situation, I feel like it'll pop off, it'll do good, but I feel like, at least on my channel, I've had a lot of evergreen videos that are still doing good from like last year and even 2 years ago. So it's like, when you have more broad videos like that, when I do stuff like that, I can have way more evergreen videos. So I'd rather go for those than like the quicker topics.
I think that makes a lot of sense simply due to the fact that, well, I guess to add on to it, you've already built up a reputable name, and so people trust your opinions. I think the black content video that you did last year, there were so many people that I saw react to it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like red pill people.
Yeah.
Some like Asian people. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. But the reason why is because like you have a good perspective, you laid it out well, all this other stuff. So it should be able to translate to the smaller, quicker topics, but just not on that same channel.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a lot of sense. Last question. What advice do you have for those that want to start off with reaction content? Their first step into the content creation journey is just straight up reaction content.
You should probably do something else. I would say either get on TikTok, Shorts, or make commentary content. I feel like commentary content leading into reacts is a really great pipeline right now, right? But do something else, build a fan base, get to over 100,000 to 200,000, and then once you got a good fan base that really fuck with you, that's when you can start that reacts. But the reacts, it's gonna take a long time. Like we mentioned, Don, I was watching him when I was younger. He's low key like famous on YouTube, right? Like he's not even low key, he's famous, right? But even it took him a minute for him to get popped off. Another guy, I don't know if you know him, Yo-Yo 808, took him a minute to pop off. Took me a minute to pop off, really. So it just takes a long time. Some people get it easier than others, but it takes a long time.
Yo-Yo
so you gotta be
808.
patient with it. And you also need to be spamming on that other account. Joe Bart, I don't know. Suppose like same thing.
So what advice do you have to these people that are trying to start up quote unquote low effort channels? These people that are doing straight reaction channels off rip and they kind of just sitting back watching the video. Oh, that's it, bro. I agree, bro. I agree. Yeah.
I say a few ways you can make it transformative is like maybe even like number one, adding an intro, maybe like pre-firing an opinion or something. Talk about that, talk about what you're about to talk about. Then within the video, like pause it more, like, and just elaborate on certain opinions instead of just saying, I agree. What do you agree with? Why do you agree with that? What's it called? How do you feel about like someone doing this or that, you know, rather than just like sitting there and laughing. But I also think that like when it comes to reaction content, like the problem right now is that like everyone has small attention spans. So everyone's just throwing stuff in the void on YouTube, like posting consistently, which is good, but at the same time it makes people feel like they can't compete, which like I think if you're good enough you can compete. Like with anyone, you know? Like when I was making my videos, when I was first starting, like I never thought to myself like, oh, Mr. Beast is doing this, I'm cooked. This person's doing this, I'm cooked. I showed myself I can do it, and then I just did it. If you want to start with reactions, I mean, that's cool, but I would say go with something like, instead of doing reactions, go for more like, because commentary and reactions, they're similar, but it's the way you package it, right? The way I like to see it is like a t-shirt. My bad if I'm rambling, but
No.
it's like a t-shirt. It's like a Hanes tee and a Louis Vuitton tee. What's the difference? Louis Vuitton markets it a different way to the point where they can charge a certain price for it. Now, commentary videos, it's like they're essentially the same things as reactions, just a little more work. But if you market it a certain way, it's like it passes off as a commentary video. Because like not every commentary video is a reaction, but not every reaction is a commentary video, if that makes sense. So I'd recommend going the more commentary route, just because it's more of your opinion instead of just like checking out another person's video also. Because then people don't really see your skills when it comes to like being a content creator. They just see what like, I mean, they hear what you're saying, but you're just saying, I agree. You can agree, they probably agree as well, the person watching, but it's like, at the end of the day, you're watching that person's content. And I feel like it's not a good idea to start off with. I don't think it's a good idea to start off with, but if you want to, just try to be more transformative, have a little intro, pause more, give like better opinions.
I'm gonna be an asshole to some of these people.
Yeah.
Don't start off with this because you don't have a valuable opinion.
Yeah.
Go get a valuable opinion through life experience, through research, through just doing different things, and then come back to the table and then give your opinions. If I started a painting reaction channel.
Oh, hell no.
Now look, I'm not into painting, fine arts. I didn't study it. I didn't go to school for it. I'm just some dude giving an opinion on it.
Yeah.
I'm just some dude saying like, this is good, this is bad, blah, 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 blah. And somebody will say like, well, I mean, he has eyes, so he should be able to give an opinion. Fair. But if you think that you just having a voice will get you to a certain level, you're sadly mistaken. You need some sort of expertise.
I agree.
So here's the real answer to the question of if low effort content works. 100% without a question, it still does. But only if you have some sort of charisma or uniqueness to the content that you're bringing to the table. If you've already built some sort of community, you know, if you've built a 200, 300,000 subscriber channel doing some sort of IRL content and then said you want to do some reactions. You've built that sort of community, it's easy to funnel them into the reaction content. Or if you dominate short form distribution, I mean, it's quite simple as that. Now, what is dying is that generic reactions, surface level commentary, no thesis, no structure, no unique voice, just another person watching my video or Young Don's video or Astro Dior's video and putting in a little bit of a peanut gallery to it. The algorithm never killed it, the audience matured. I think the reason why people even look to this type of content is because everybody looks for a low effort way to make some sort of money. I've had deep conversations with everyone else in the space about pretty much the front, the back, the top, the bottom of the type of content that they do, what makes it work, how much money they make, etc., etc. And I can see why somebody would want to get into this lane. But if you're in it for that, you're going to lose. And I think what you got to understand before you jump out the window and say like these types of channels are dead, YouTube in the content creation entertainment space needs these types of channels.
I can, however, prove that multiple times channels I've reacted to have been very positive about it and their channel has grown exponentially as a result of it. I never like talking about these things because I never really like it to seem like I'm being, you know, so full of myself, like I'm a benevolent reactor and I save channels and blow them up. But I would like to give you a couple of examples of times where channels we've reacted to, very small channels, have been able to turn it into a full-time career and it has really helped them grow.
So no, this video isn't about shaming any sorts of reactors. Every big content creator started small, but in 2026, it is not forgiving. People know more. People do better. You have to do something to stand out. You can't just turn on your camera, say what everyone else is saying and expect some sort of growth. It just doesn't work like that.
He talking about me. I listen, this is me. This is me. I be doing reactions, okay? But I don't be having a camera and doing all crazy type of mess because I can't buy a camera right now. I just ain't got the time and money for it right now. But I feel what he's saying, man. I feel what he was saying. I'm gonna tell the truth. This is me. this is me. I ain't gonna lie. I put myself in the pot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just waiting, man. We just waiting on, you know, GTA and Wolverine this year, and hopefully we can do some gameplay walkthrough. I just gotta set up this PS5 converter with this small PC that I got right now. Yep, I'm just working on that. Chopper with the ones and twos, man. Make sure y'all like the video, man. Make sure y'all tune in, tap in, man. I'm gonna have to switch it up on this channel. I'm gonna have to switch it up since, you know, they caught me doing this. But I'm gonna still make some videos like this. Anyway, man, Chopper, I'm out. Peace.